Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm thirsty. No, I'm Adam.
All right.
Me too.
Today we're gonna go. We're gonna go back to probably
Across
our
the pond.
favorite distillery in Scotland. This is the Glenmorangie, a tale of the forest. So we did a tale of cake. I think it was. I think they did another one. It was like Tale of Winter. I can't remember exactly, but they're trying to recreate a taste profile of something else. So the Tale of Cake, literally was cake with icing. Like it was like butter cream icing. That's how sweet it was. So it was like way over sweetened. They used a Tokai sweet wine cask to sweeten it up.
Okay.
This is totally different than anything that Glenmorangie's ever done. So they decided to, I believe there's a bit of a smoke note here. And the idea is that like walking through the forest. So there's an earthy note. So they used a little bit more peat. They actually infused botanicals into it. Like a gin, kind of idea.
Juniper.
Yeah, some juniper was in here and a few other things.
Into the peat.
Into the malt. They kilned it together. When they dried it all out. All combined.
Just from the box, I could easily get a bottle of this just because my wife would go.
It's beautiful.
That box is beautiful.
It is. It's a
Super
very
detailed.
cool design.
Very cool.
The bottle comes out, kind of has, plays off of all that. Really, really cool.
Dr. Bill.
Dr. Bill doing it again. All right.
I just want to be his apprentice.
He's got to be having a good time. All right, right here we got. Thumbs up for the bottle open. I've been actually really looking forward to cracking this guy. So really super excited.
We drink fast, so healthy pour.
The last Glenmorangie we did,
Tonight.
it wasn't spectacular. It was
Right,
okay.
yeah.
It was okay.
What was that? I remember the cake. I remember you guys loving that. What was the last? Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head for some reason. I think
It's probably down there.
I think it's downstairs. downstairs.
In the bottle, I thought that looks a little darker than other things, but now it's in the glass. It's probably just
It's darker for Scotch. And there's no age statement, so we got nothing on that. But we got a 92 proof, so solid, over 90, very happy. Yeah, single malt, Glenmorangie, Highland Distillery.
You get the smoke, you get the malt.
Ooh, yeah.
Right out of the chute.
Yeah, very.
Honey, which is standard.
Yeah, very standard for them.
dare I say, do you guys like sage? You ever smell, the sage stick or like a sage rub on a steak?
No.
I get sage big time.
It's way more earthy. I'm gonna just use that as to wrap it all up. It's way more earthy than normal Glenmorangie. It's not that light honey citrusy that you normally get from Glenmorangie. It's way more of an earthy note.
This smells great.
Even get a little bit of the proof. Sticking the nose way down there.
Okay, I gotta drink it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Immediately herbaceous on my tongue. As soon as it hit my tongue, it was like this tingly.
Yep.
But you get that peat, the peat.
The peat,
Smoke,
the peat is there.
Yeah. But then it gets kind of
not
sweet,
really briny, sweet.
My mouth is watering right now.
Yeah.
And it's here. It's not like a full drop down warmth, but I got like a little tickle.
I get the peat, it's still lingering. The peat is in the middle of the tongue, but I've got the sweetness on the outside.
But to your point, watering, it won't stop. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Mid to back palate peat, but it thins out, but stays there. And
this one to me would not be good at 80 proof. I think it needs more proof to this one.
It needs a bigger, a body to it. If not, it just kind of would.
It would just it'd be watered down.
Yep. I agree.
Definitely, to me, I don't think it'd be as good at 80 proof.
But the finish is changing on me too. Now, the peat went away, and now I'm getting botanicals.
Botanicals, like sweet botanicals.
Yeah.
And my mouth really won't stop watering, and I don't understand that at all.
It's all about the second taste, right?
Absolutely,
Second
yeah.
taste.
The first one doesn't matter as much as the second one.
Sweeter nose. Peat disappeared.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Going back to the nose. The nose
The
is much
smokiness
sweeter now.
is slid away.
Where did that go?
I'm sure it's still going to be on the palate, but
Honey
it did
sweetness.
slide back. A little bit more botanical,
And
touch of a citrus,
floral.
floral. Yes.
Second
Wow.
sip, way more of a bite in the back.
Way sweeter.
Way sweeter. Yeah. I mean, it's still there, the smoky peat note and the earthy, but a lot more sweet notes pop through. So, all right. So they used juniper berries, birch bark, and heather, which is like that weird brown
Juniper. I
stuff.
can get a little bit of the juniper
Yeah,
now.
like ground
The
moss.
juniper
Yeah,
now
yeah.
is popping up like on the front of the tongue. Like, I feel like I'm.
And it was
just got
all
done drinking a
kilned
glass of
with
gin.
the peat
I can see the bark.
in
too.
the malt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like birch beer type.
Yeah.
You could almost go a birch beer. Weirdly, I could almost taste the birch
like
beer
a little,
in that.
Yeah. Like a potent, super potent root beer. Wow.
And that's my understanding. If you take the bark of like a birch tree and like chew on the bark,
Yeah.
it tastes like birch beer, like that reddish kind of root beery type note.
I had a neighbor whose mother used to make tea out of birch beer, and like you had that, your whole house would smell like it when she brewed it. And I'm getting a little bit of that. That's interesting.
That's some water.
Drop a little water in here.
Agua.
See how much that changes everything.
I'm going to go on this side. I think we're going to like it.
We're gonna like it more. I think
I'm gonna
there's
speak for
be-
myself.
Okay.
I think it's going to get a little bit sweeter.
I think it's gonna be a little bit peaty.
Peatier? Yeah, more smoke.
More peat. Peatier, is that a word?
Sure.
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 Why
On
not?
this channel it is.
What?
See, the smoke
No.
goes away.
Yep.
No, there's a.
The sweetness.
I won't say it
evolved
goes
over
completely
there.
away, but it is muted.
That
There's
sweetness turned
What is the
into-
fruit? There's a fruit note that's popping in this, and I can't place it.
Dried apple.
Okay, I can go there.
Dried apple.
It's definitely, yeah, some kind of a
That's what
dry
I'm getting.
trail mix type fruit.
Yeah. The little,
There's a desserty note I'm getting, and I don't know what it is either.
all right, going in.
Sweet with a touch of smoke.
It's much sweeter on the front, but holy cow, I got a little more proof.
Yeah. Yeah, much
Sweet.
proof, and I got the peat.
Super sweet, and then it's like, oh,
The
hey,
peat
look,
kind of goes
smoke.
away from me. I get more smoke.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It's there's a smoke note to this.
The water in.
Yes. Wow. I don't understand why it's making
I get your apple
salivating
note
so
on
much.
my palate too, though.
Which is odd.
It's
Normally,
a
it's a
smoked
very
apple.
citrus note. Like Glenmorangie is generally a very citrusy note.
Yep.
And I'm not getting a citrus note. Almost maybe pear? No?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, I can see I would say maybe apricot, but definitely not red fruits or.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
is
Now the
interesting.
aftertaste for me is that it's that dried apple.
Mm-hmm.
The little chunks. Throw a handful in. Yeah.
And the botanicals, like that birch shines through, and like I don't know what I can't think of
What Heather would
smell
add
like
to that or smell. Yeah.
But
Earthy.
I know what birch. Yeah.
You know, like it's got a lot of really strong, earthy
Mm-hmm.
botanical notes to it.
I-
That's awesome. It's just
like it.
totally different. This is not an everyday drinker by any
No.
means. This is a, you want to try something different? type conversation drink. It's also not the cheapest bottle. A lot of their, these kind of bottles, they're
I was just about
100. It's like 100 to
120 or
110.
150. Okay.
100 to 110. I'm almost positive I spent 102 is what I spent for this model. So
It's not bad. I mean, for this is different.
It's
This
very
is very different.
yes,
I would love to have this with a nice piece of red meat though too, because I do a Dalmatian sage. I rub that sage on them. I mean, I don't know. I think this would do well with a good protein. This is good.
Saying here,
I like this.
The result is a single malt as lush and leafy as the forest itself, aromas of pine, juniper, and coriander are laced with wisps of smoke, notes of deep green eucalyptus, lit by rays of bitter orange, drift to a slow, gently oak finish. This is a whiskey which surrounds and surprises your senses. Roam its fragrant wooded depths and let the flavors run free.
To that point, this is one that you pour and you sip over like a half an hour.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to change, open, just do so many cool things. Literally, we probably should have poured this, waited 5 minutes, and then started the episode.
That's a good idea to do. Pour one little sniff just at the side.
Yeah, off to the side and just see how much it's already opened up ahead of time.
We have a few more episodes to record.
But then I couldn't crack the bottle open on live. That's all.
That's true.
Anyway.
This is for the weekend.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Very different. It's definitely not traditional Glenmorangie, but very solid bottle.
If you're a Glenmorangie fan, you're going to dig this. If you're a Scotch fan, you're going to maybe appreciate the differences and stuff like that. But if you're not a Scotch fan,
this probably is outside of most people's wheelhouse.
Good. I'm not going to say 2 solid thumbs up, but I'm going to say a good 1 right there. This is a great bottle.
It's a really good bottle. It's a very nuanced bottle.
It's a very interesting.
It's not
profile.
like I said. It's not an everyday. This is you're on a fresher palate. Like you don't drink this when you're towards the end of the evening. Like there's no point.
No.
On a fresher palate when you're trying to like really explore the depth of a whiskey, this works.
Start with this, then work your way to that charcuterie board. Have a couple sips.
Yep.
Again, but this is the one you're not gonna. It's not gonna be done in 10 minutes. Like to your point.
No, you want to sip on this
Yeah.
for a while.
Yep.
Weird and good all at the same time.
Dr. Bill did it again, man.
He did. I love that they're doing more experiments like this. Love it.
You got to. Everyone else is.
Yeah, but I don't know. It feels like they're doing more experiments. They're not just doing age-stated things. They're really doing finishing this, finishing that, doing, just they feels like they're doing more.
Yeah, who else is doing this kind of stuff? Highland Park.
Like that, they do a lot of age or cask. Like that's kind of where Highland Park tends to play.
The grain.
Not to the same depth that Dr. Bill does.
Oh no.
All right, Dr. Bill. I'm gonna I've only got 1 thumb up now, but I'll definitely give you the 1 thumb up, close to 2. Like it's a interesting bottle, the different flavors that you experience. Again, to your point, like mouth doesn't stop watering,
which I can't understand at all.
Yep.
And if you're wanting to talk about, does it remind you of like some of the notes of Walking Through the Woods? Kinda.
Yeah.
It's reminiscent of it in a way that I didn't really expect that they could pull off.
He did.
So, he did.
Solid job. Great design on the box.
Beautiful.
Same with the bottle. I like how the cork kind of goes out.
I keep saying at the base of the spiral of the base.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
See, that seems to be a different shape, but I can tell like even the cork
comes out a little bit.
Yeah, it comes out a little bit. Keep coming with them, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Keep coming with them.
You keep coming, I keep buying.
Maybe one day you'll have a sweepstakes where I can enter and come over just for a week. Just be the fly on the wall. You won't even notice me.
Other than the samples are missing.
Right. But that'll be after 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock. So, all right, guys. Well, solid bottle. Kevin, good find.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you splurging.
Mule back from Jersey.
As always.
Mule back from Jersey.
As always. And always, if you enjoyed our review of the Glenmorangie, A Tale of the Forest, give us the support. We'd love that thumbs up.
While you're down there, subscribe. We are going to continue sampling whiskeys all over the place. We'd love for you to come along with us as we travel the world and try new stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, leave a comment if you've tried this before or anything.
Yeah, what were your thoughts?
What's your thought?
What do you like?
Did we go completely off base? So, everyone's palate's different to your point earlier.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, all right. All right, boys, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah, man.
All right, thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers. There we go.
Oh, that's good.